Hello and welcome everybody to another Hardee's National Series race. We are back for this race weekend at Las Vegas, under the lights. It's the field of 42, rolls off. We're getting set and ready to go racing at this 1.5 mile speedway for 67 laps today. 100 miles, the usual for the Hardee's National Series to go 100 miles. Wade Brummer's car in number 15 Ford did not roll off with the field, and so whatever problem is with the Bobby Jones or with the Bobby's racing team, they're not going to be on the roll off here. So coming to the line, the Daytona winner, Jake West, is coming around. He's going to lead the field to the green. Garrett Senor for Field Brothers Racing. Then there's behind him Caleb Hoffman, Bradley Bishop Jr., Nick Salmon, Luis Hernandez. That's the front three rows as Jake West leads them down, and we're underway at Las Vegas. Coming to the line, Nick Salmon is going to get underneath of Jake West and is going to take the lead and lead the first lap. However, not for long. The lead's probably going to be changing a lot this race. Nick Salmon led the first lap, but Bobby Jones got underneath of him in turn 1 and 2. And Bobby Jones off of 4 is going to be our second leader of the day. And just as soon as I say that, PJ Williams for Athenian Motorsports goes down low and is going to take the lead away. Down low, another new leader is going to happen. Jeffery Lynn is now the new driver for number 5 for this race, as all the Cup drivers for the Mace Enterprises team are going to be swapping this ride all season. Nick Mace drove at Daytona, Jordan Davis drove at Rockingham, and now Jeffery Lynn here at Las Vegas. Lynn's driving this race for Las Vegas because he's ran very well at Las Vegas in the past. The last season in the Cup Series, he nearly won here twice, the 2 times we came here. And Jeffery Lynn out front here on lap 7 out of 67. Another lead change is going to happen here on lap 9. This race is bound to have many different leaders as Charlie Smith takes the lead away now. 3 wide for the lead. PJ Williams gets underneath of Charlie Smith, but Dylan Schwellenberg's even lower. 3 wide down the straightaway. Schwellenberg, who coulda, woulda, shoulda won at Rockingham, is underneath of Williams, and Schwellenberg, I think, led that lap. No, he did not. It was PJ Williams. Schwellenberg. It's going to be about time before Schwellenberg ends up getting a win because the last 2 races, he's looked very, very strong. Nick Salmon was strong at Daytona, didn't show much at Rockingham. Here comes Jeffery Lynn back once again with his teammate Mason Gordon, and behind him, they're 3 wide for the lead. Jeffery Lynn in the 5 low Chevy. Man, he rubbed up on Nick Salmon a little bit, but Jeffery Lynn, man, rubbed up again on Nick Salmon. But Jeffery Lynn out front once again. There's a wreck. Jake West is around PJ Williams, his teammate spinning. Oh, and Daniel Conway, Milton Campbell, and Johnny Gardner. Oh, and Emma White gets into Jake West again. And West back up against the wall. Man, that went from crazy to bad in just a second there. I mean, I saw it happening. I could see it coming with Jeffery Lynn getting racy up there. Dylan Schwellenberg had a check up. He got in the wall. And when he got into PJ Williams, there was just really nothing Williams could do. Schwellenberg and them, Williams kind of... Casey Lester got lucky. Corey Williams going by. Oh, Zach Flickinger got lucky. Daniel Conway, just wrong place, wrong time. Same with Milton Campbell and Johnny Gardner. Number 1 car back there of McCann. And, man, that's Daniel Conway going up and over. Julius Anderson. But, and John Art also back there had a piece of it. On board Luis Hernandez. On board John Art. He almost could have got by on the inside, but just barely hit Daniel Conway. After we cleaned all that up, the green flag is back in the air. Mason Gordon is the leader. Garrett Sidnor, Jeffery Lynn, Caleb Hoffman, and Nick Salmon make up your top 5. However, Jeffery Lynn wants to take his turn back at the lead again. Jeffery Lynn for the 5 team. This 5 team won at Rockingham. They're looking to go back-to-back at Rockingham and at Las Vegas. Jeffery Lynn leads the way. Halfway through the race, Jeffery Lynn leading the way, but we're going to come up on lap traffic of John Art. How will he play a role? He's going to stay high and stay out of the way of the leaders, or most of them. Mason Gordon looks like he's going to be the only one to get really held up by the lap car. The front pack is pulled away. They're going to come up on Jake West, and that should be it for the lap cars for a while. We're going to take you through the field here. Jeffery Lynn's the leader over Caleb Hoffman, Nick Salmon, Garrett Sidnor, Dylan Schwellenberg, Charlie Smith, Bobby Jones, Matt DeLeo, Mason Gordon, Bradley Bishop Jr. in the top 10, Kermika Jazzen, Robert Harrison having a good run, James Richardson, Cody Lamas, Colby Jackson having a good run with his teammate Blaze McKinney, David Culpepper, Casey Lester, Zayden Davidson, Alexander Rowe, Chris Dodd, Josh Crash, Luis Hernandez, Carla McDowell, Lydia Rogers, Seth Cole, John Bunnell, Emma White, Chase Marks, Kyle Bishalia, Cole Dever, and Zach Flickinger are all on the lead lap here, as we only have a couple, not many laps to go here. I mean, the race is flying by to me, but this is 100 miles. Ain't got like 30 laps to go as Jeffery Lynn leads Caleb Hoffman and Nick Salmon, and Hoffman's looking to go for the lead here. This race continues to fly by as nobody's really able to get around Jeffery Lynn here. You got Charlie Smith, Dylan Schwellenberg, and Caleb Hoffman all taking swipes at him, but Jeffery Lynn has a powerful race car. That 5 car might be able to win here, might be able to go back-to-back here. Jeffery, he knows how to get around Las Vegas because he did very well in 2016. This is the closest anyone's really been to him the last couple of laps. Charlie Smith drove it in deep to try and moving him up out of the way, but Jeffery holding his own. Smith's all over the back bumper trying to get Lynn to push up, and it might have worked there as Charlie Smith, the Cup veteran for Athenian Motorsports. Smith looking for his own victory. Charlie Smith's never won a Cup race. He's never won a race in general in this in any of the series here. Trying to show that he can win some races here for Athenian Motorsports, running full-time in the Hardee's National Series here. Or at least we think he's running full-time. Charlie Smith leading the way now. He got underneath of Jeffery Lynn, and Dylan Schwellenberg and Caleb Hoffman move up to 1, 2, and 3. Oh my goodness, Jeffery Lynn. What a power move by Jeffery Lynn. I think he rooted up Caleb Hoffman up into Dylan Schwellenberg. That's going to allow Mason Gordon and Nick Salmon just to get right underneath of them guys. Jeffery Lynn showing aggression in that number 5 car. I mean, when he's got the car to do it, he drives the wheels off that car up into 2nd place. Here's a replay of it. Watch this. Jeffery Lynn's going to dive it low, but Hoffman was already making the move low, but Lynn just drove it in there. He didn't care. He just drove it way in there. And the move puts Jeffery Lynn in a 2nd, and his teammate will be right behind him. Jeffery Lynn trying to do the same move Smith did on him. Get him up out of the way. Jeffery Lynn's got the best car here. That 5 car is fast. Man, it's good to see Jeffery Lynn driving as hard as he is and as competitive as he is. Lynn, all his career, has not had the best cars, but with the Mace Enterprises equipment, he is showing out here as another lap car, John Art. We already lapped him once, and it's going to be in the way of the leaders momentarily. But as they get off turn 2, they're going to go low, but Jeffery Lynn could not get down there. Mason Gordon drove it lower than him, and Lynn's going to have to fight his way back forward once he gets by this lap car again. Lynn's no stranger to being held up by lap traffic as he tries to go low of John Art. He'll be back up there. Jeffery Lynn's got a good car. Meanwhile, his teammate's in 2nd, but Caleb Hoffman goes back underneath for 2nd place. Charlie Smith, the Athenian, leads the way. Caleb Hoffman for Turner Fenway is going to take the lead. Coming to the line, it'll be about maybe 15 laps to go or so, maybe 12. Around 12 laps to go as Turner Fenway's own Caleb Hoffman is now in the lead. And a caution flag is out. There was a wreck down the front straightaway, and this is going to bunch everyone up here. Yeah, it happened with John Art being in the way. I mean, they were racing really hard trying to get around him. Lydia Rogers, Josh Crash, Carly McDowell, they all spun around there, and Lydia Rogers spun down the track into Emma White, nowhere for her to go. And that was all that happened there. So just racing really hard, trying to find the way around some guys there. Man, Jake West nearly piled into Josh Crash back there. But this is going to bunch the field up for a restart. Perfect thing about this restart, the perfect thing about it, is that there's not going to be any lap traffic down low because we're within less than 10 laps to go. And there's no lap cars separating our leaders. So it's going to be a mad dash to the end of this race. Guys like Bradley Bishop Jr., Cody Lamas, and Chris Dodd all find themselves in a position to win this race as Caleb Hoffman leads them down with 8 laps to go. However, lap cars of Lydia Roger and John Arndt are really what they lined up in the middle of this pack. So from 15 up, these guys all have a chance to really get after it. Charlie Smith has gotten underneath of Caleb Hoffman, and Jeffrey Lynn, Bobby Jones are moving their way forward. And here comes Jeffrey Lynn. Man, he's moving up right underneath of Charlie Smith. Lynn underneath of Charlie Smith. He's going to take the lead in turn 3. But Bobby Jones, Dylan Schwellenberger there as well. This is anybody's game here. Look at Cody Lamas, Bradley Bishop Jr. They have not been up here all race. Garrett Senor, James Richardson, and Chris Dodd are all up in this pack as well. Oh, Schwellenberg making it 3 wide. Will they make it work? Schwellenberg down low, poised to win a race for the National Series. They're 3 wide for second. Jeffrey Lynn skipping away with the lead right now. They continue to race 3 wide for second. Charlie Smith's got a good car. Way up, like, man, Schwellenberg is getting tired of racing with them right there. He's bumping doors with Bobby Jones. And Jeffrey Lynn's loving every minute of it. Coming back to the line, it'll be 4 laps to go. Bobby Jones, Charlie Smith hanging in tough on the high side. Caleb Hoffman looking for a way around them all. Cody Lamas and James Richardson, Chris Dodd are all in the mix of this as well. But Dylan Schwellenberg has his sights set on Jeffrey Lynn. Here comes Caleb Hoffman, down low of Dylan Schwellenberg. Coming back to the line, it'll be 3 laps to go. Jeffrey Lynn's loving every minute of the racing behind him. But look at, oh, we got a big wreck in the back. And that might have been the end of it. Matt DeLeo was involved. The caution flag flew, and that was the end of the race. Oh, they got racing really hard. There was a wreck behind them, and Jeffrey Lynn's going to end up winning the race under a caution. The caution flew just right before the start-finish line, so there was no racing to the caution. Caleb Hoffman's going to get second. Dylan Schwellenberg in third. James Richardson in fourth. And Chris Dodd with an amazing finish in fifth. I applaud the Hardee's National Series officials for throwing the yellow for this. Nick Salmon hit the wall, and there was a wreck there. They threw the yellow way before it, and Jeffrey Lynn took the caution. We're going to have to show you the replay to that, but this was a scary wreck. Matt DeLeo. I applaud every reason why the National Series officials decided to throw the yellow with Matt DeLeo sitting in the middle of the track. Jake West, man, a hard hit with Chase Marks. Matt DeLeo, the Fear Sport driver. Up and over, flipping. Wow. Oh my goodness. John Bunnell was involved back there, Josh Crash. This was a scary, scary wreck. I sure hope Matt DeLeo's okay. That was a vicious wreck. Here it is in real time. Nick Salmon just hit the wall. Bradley Bishop Jr. was there. Matt DeLeo, I applaud every reason why they threw the yellow. They needed to. Bam. Oh, that was a vicious lick. Look how high Matt DeLeo ended up getting. And they wrecked down in turn 1 as well. Oh, man, I sure hope Matt DeLeo's okay. Matt DeLeo had a great car all day. Ran inside the top 10 all day, had a chance to win, and this happened. Onboard chase marks. The caution flag comes out. Everyone's racing. This is the finish of the race. That's why they're racing hard to the line, and that was just a vicious lick. Everyone's racing so hard to the line because they know everything's on the line. You got to finish the race. That's the finish there. You got to run to the line, and it just so happened Matt DeLeo was in the middle of the track, right at the line, so it was just very tough circumstances of what happened there, and the officials need to try and look at something to try and make something a little safer, I would say, because a car sitting right there at the line, caution flags out, the end of the race is there. You got to race to the line for the finish. And Matt DeLeo, man, I feel bad for him. We're going to go on board with Lydia Rogers. Watch this view. Wow. How would you like to be driving in that race car and just all of a sudden see a car fly like that, and John Hart slams into her at the end of it as well. This was such a scary wreck. Just look at that. Matt DeLeo, Zach Flickinger, and Cole Dever just barely sneaking by the flipping DeLeo, only to get caught up in this wreck up in front of them. Tough break for Matt DeLeo, and I sure hope he's okay. Here's a flyby cam as the field heads into turn number 1. Man, Chase Marks slammed Matt DeLeo. I hope he's okay too. He took a nasty lick. Man, let's hope for good thoughts, guys. Everyone right now is saying a little silent prayer for Matt DeLeo and also Chase Marks. As the field comes to the line, they're going to finish under the yellow flag. Jeffery Lynn, the 5 team, back-to-back weekends. Jeffery Lynn brings Mace Enterprises a second win for the Hardee's National Series, and Jeffery Lynn gets the win at Las Vegas. Caleb Hoffman second, Dylan Schwellenberg in third, James Richardson in fourth, and Chris Dodd a great top 5 finish and a great rebound for Dodd. But yeah, let's get you to our finishing results and the standings after round 3.